Hey everybody, how are you doing this evening? I'm going to try this again. It got cut off last time. I do apologize for the graininess of my camera. When I stopped buying action figures, I'm getting a new laptop. All right, so the figure I want to talk about today is Cable. He was from the Marvel Universe line. I don't know what year he came out. It was a figure that I was actively looking for before I really started collecting the line. I never found it in the wild. I got it secondhand. I was very lucky. Somebody was selling it at the comic store, and I was there. So I actually bought 14 figures that day. And, Cable is certainly the best one out of them all. So let's get into the figure here for a second. I don't know if anybody has it. I don't know if you can see the face sculpt, but the face sculpt is amazing. It's the paint apps on this figure are incredible. And sometimes the Marvel Universe figures are hit or miss, but no, this is definitely an amazing figure. It's I know I bought a few Marvel Legend or Universe figures, and they have been very loose, the joints. Cable is extremely, his joints are tight. It's the paint apps are great. So let's get into the figure. First thing I really want to address, it's again, I bought this figure secondhand. I don't know which accessories I'm missing. I think he came with a stand. I didn't get it. I paid $5 for this figure at the comic store. So I think I'm pretty lucky. I know there was a chase version. It's that came with the Baby Hope. That's the version that I got. So again, I'm happy about it. I wouldn't have been disappointed if I didn't get it. So first thing I want to talk about is, his metallic arm. It's sculpted amazingly. It looks like it should. It looks straight out of the comic book. It's the hand. It's a hand that I haven't seen before. It's so I don't know if it's unique to this figure or not. So his other arm, of course, that's his unaffected arm. We've seen this again. We've seen this on Hyperion. It's and again, it's not a bad. I never mind when they use their good parts again. You know what I mean? It's how can you complain when you have a decent figure and they reuse it? I realize, it's that keeps the line cheap, that keeps it affordable. So let's get into the figure. He has his any Cable figure, of course, has a shoulder pad. It's he's got the holster, the belt holster, and the holster on the leg. We've seen this again with Bishop and Deathlock, but again, it works. It's functional and it's a nice piece. First thing is Cable has a little hole here on his shoulder pads and on his straps, and so that's facilitates. You can strap Baby Hope on, or for my purposes, this is how I display him, is I put the X-Men emblem on. And again, it looks good. It fits well. It doesn't fall out. It's tight. So let's get into his accessories. As I said, we have the thigh holster. Or actually, first, let's get into his articulation. So he has the swivel on the head. It can look up and down, turn side to side. He has got the basic, shoulders. He's got the bicep cut, elbow, wrist articulation. That's on both arms. He's got the torso torso articulation. And on some figures, it doesn't work well. On cable, it works amazing. It is, posability-wise, it is such a plus to have that. So he's got the, you know, the waist. He's got the thigh. Sorry, you know what I mean? He's got that. I usually don't like that articulation. It works so well on this figure. He's got the double jointed knees, which I love. You know, it's and he's got the ankle up and down, and he's also got the pivot, which is amazing. Because again, the joints on this figure are really tight. So, first accessory I want to talk about, he comes with this gun, which does fit in the holster. Looks really good in this hand. You know, it's you know, and this is the gun that came with Bishop. It came with Deathlock, but you know, it fits well. You know, it's and again, he holds it really well in his hand. It's really tight. That's been kind of a complaint of mine over the Marvel Universe line, is sometimes the accessories they come with, they don't hold them well. Cable also comes with this gun, which again has come with Bishop and Deathlock, and it's a good piece. I like it. You know, it's functional. Doesn't fit in the human arm, but it fits really, really well in the cyborg arm, and it also clips onto his web gear, which again I got Deathlock before I got Cable or Bishop, so I was kind of wondering why the gun had that little thing on it, but no, it clips on, and I mean it holds. And I've had this on and off quite a few times. He also comes with the scimitar. It's being a big comic fan in the 90s, in the late 90s and early 2000s. He kind of swore off guns. He was on the X-Men team with Jean Grey. That's when Cyclops was after the 12 storyline. You know, he holds it. It's good for posability. It's a little thin for his hands. But I mean, if that's my only complaint about this figure. But again, you can pose the figure and hold it, and it looks great. You know, it's again, it's that a very, very minor, I won't even say complaint. I'm just going to say very minor observation. You know, if you're into the 4-inch figures, man, it's seriously, get this figure. This figure is amazing. This is probably my favorite figure at the time, right now, at the moment. So, no, it's this figure gets a total 10 out of 10. You know, it's even again with the minor side note of the scimitar not holding. That's not, you know what I mean? That's not worth giving this figure any kind of rating. And again, I did get the Chase. I got the Baby Hope variant. So I lucked out, you know, for $5, man, you can't beat it. But again, if you're into 4-inch figures, seek out this figure. It's awesome. You're not going to be disappointed, you know? All right. So again, this is Jimmy John, aka TS Hawkeye, aka my real name. Have a great night.